What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Ark Survival Ascended. But we found something really cool. I wasn't planning on actually making this video. I was just out and about exploring, and I found one of the creatures I added in a little bit ago. There it is. It just appeared on screen in the top left. The Lutricampus. We actually have found a max level one here in the wild. It was just fighting everything. So they're an otter passive tame, so we need to try to get one. This is what I've been looking for forever. And how they tame is you bring the fish to them after you don't lose it to another one. You have to feed them other fish, but you gotta track it like this. You gotta passive feed it. It's kind of just like an otter. Actually, it is an otter, more or less. It's just a stronger variation of an otter. Has the same... Bro, this thing moves so fast, though. And it's phasing through everything, which makes everything so much harder. I can't keep up with it. It moves so fast. It releases these little bubbles you see here along the edges. Alright, we fed it. Did we tame it? Oh, we dropped it. Where'd it go? Come here! No, stop running away. Bro, come here. No! Fucking terror bird, dude. I want to tame that thing so bad. And that's what we're going to be focusing on in this video. I got to try to find a fish again. Because everything down here is really aggressive. And they've been completely obliterating everything in the water. But yeah, these right here. Whoops, I just sprinted right past it. These are called sea bubbles. What they do is produced by the Lutricampus. These will be useful if you're underwater without a scuba tank or anything. You... Watch, I'll let my water go down a little bit and we'll use one. It restores your water and your stamina. There's the Lutricampus right here. It is probably one of the coolest looking creatures I've ever seen. This is why I definitely want to get one. So, it's going to be the similar... Wait, I can't use this underwater. What am I doing? Ow. Get back. Get back. Ah! No! Stop eating my fish! Stop eating my fish. The higher the size in the fish, the better the tame is going to be. But now we got to find that Lutricampus again. All right, here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Let me feed you. Let me feed you. Let me feed you. Feed it. What did we get? 15%. Okay. The taming effectiveness isn't too great. But that's partially because of the fact that we fed it a piranha. Piranhas aren't great, but luckily now we're tracking this guy, so we can chase it down. But I don't care really what level we get from it. We just need to tame one of these guys, because I've been trying to for a while. I can't... How do I look at the guy instead of the fish? There it is. Oh, I just had it. There it is. What did we get for that one? Oh, that was almost a perfect feed. What did it go to? We got 98.6. We'll still get 73 levels. We need one more fish. Speak of the devil. Oh, I didn't mean to farm that. Oh, I harvested that. Okay, yeah, I honestly was not intending a recording today. I was just out and about looking due to Santi telling me that they do spawn over in this direction. So I was like, let me go take a look and see if I can find one in the wild. Oh, it's dropping. 98 point... Oh, come on. Santi said you can find them here, so I actually came over and took a look. And he was entirely right. You can, in fact, find these here, which is awesome. I have not been able to find one of these. I barely even found an otter. I think I saw one otter the whole time. So finding this, yes! Finding this Lutricampus is insanely amazing. Let me take off that taming thing so it's not on screen at all. But here is the Lutricampus. Let's pick this bad boy up. Plop it on our shoulder. This is just an overpowered otter. Not necessarily just an overpowered otter, but that's what it does. It creates these things called sea bubbles, which as you can see, well, as you can see, get it? Funny. I'm going to go hold my breath underwater for a second. Let my oxygen go down. As you can see, my oxygen is dropping really quickly. Pop a sea bubble. Stamina goes back up. My oxygen goes back up. The sea bubbles are absolutely the best way to keep yourself alive under the water, which is insane. And then you have these little guys. I didn't even have my backpack on. I was flying around on the RG, like, to get here. And I was like, you know what? Let me just fly here quick, check it, and see what we can find. And then we found this guy. And it's a max level too, which makes it even better. But I wasn't planning on getting this guy, like I said. So let me actually look up and see what the mod description is, because I didn't think we'd find one. So give me 1 second, guys. Alright, so this is the Lutricampus. We're actually going to keep it on screen like this now that I got the... whoops. There we go. It was Reclamation's Lutricampus by Amalgamaniac Gaming, the same person who created a couple of the other mods I've covered with the snails and a couple other things. It just dropped a sea bubble, as you can see by my feet. Let me see if I can pick that up. Where'd it go? Right there. Boom, pick that up. But now, yeah, so he created this, and it was first seen on ASE. It is now transferred over. It's one of the most recognizable creatures from Reclamation, making its ASA debut. So it might look like an otter, tame the same way an otter, and give off similar insulation benefits as an otter, but it's so much more than that. First off, the Lutricampus is significantly more simple than a shoulder pad that can keep from being too hot or too cold. It's a valuable combat companion, as well as sporting a nasty bleed attack similar to the Surfactinus. And if you have a pack of them, they share a gang bonus, which is also really cool. So if you get multiple ones of these and run with them, have like your tribe mates wearing them when you're all together, these guys are massively powerful for that reason. Apart from otters, the Lutricampus also lays eggs instead of gestating, as well as dropping the sea bubbles. They top off your water and your stamina, but also grant you oxygen if you stray too far from the surface. So it's literally like I said, they increase your insulation and everything, as well as also helping you out in terms of keeping you alive underwater. So these things are actually quite insane. Let's see if we can go into its inventory. Whoops. Here we go. Let's check out its stats. It's got 2,900 in health, and it's got 302 damage. What do they eat? Do they eat raw fish meat? I'm assuming it's going to be raw fish. I don't think it's going to be much more than that. I don't know why. Do they eat their own sea bubbles? Is that what they eat? We'll find out in a minute, but we have that in its inventory, so that's actually kind of cool. I wasn't planning on taming that. That wasn't on my list of things to do. I actually had just came over here and found a Thyla, which I'm hoping is not that one right there. It is not. I have a level 130 knocked out. I was planning on doing this off-screen because I just don't really see a point in needing to do it on-screen. Because we've already seen me tame a Thyla. Yeah, it's right there. I was planning on knocking it out, starving it out a bit, and then that's a Bronto. Knocking it out, starving it out, and then cooking up some meat for it, and just taming it up off-screen. But that kind of got sidetracked with the, well, Lutricampus actually showing up. So I don't think I've got enough time to get all the way back to base now. So that's going to kind of suck. And get all the way back here. Even with a PT, I don't think I can do it. But the awesome thing is there is a T-Rex somewhere around here that we could probably take on to get Prime. Unless if I could take this Stego baby. I missed it. We could take that Stego baby or something and try to get some Prime meat from it really quickly. There's a Thyla again. That's the same Thyla. Fighting a what? I don't know what it's fighting. I don't want to really get down. Oh, Gigantopithecus. But, yeah, so that was kind of not really on my docket of things to do today. It wasn't trying to find one of these. I mean, it was to try to find one of these guys, but if I found one, I was going to be like, cool, I'll come get it later. But once I saw it was a max level, I knew I had to stop and get it. But I don't know if you guys notice our cold resist is now 1372, and our heat resist is 577, which is insane. So we are completely insulated, almost said isolated. Insulated, and we also have the Anomalocaris saddle in this drop up here, so we'll just stop and grab it. But we have the Anomalocaris in the game as well now, too, which I know you guys I've shown you talked about that in the previous episode. But with us now getting this Lutricampus, that opens up a lot to us. So now I don't even need scuba to do that underwater cave. I could completely avoid scuba if I don't want to, and just go do that underwater cave if we wanted to without it. So I could probably do it with just the Deinosuchus. So that, like I said, that really wasn't on my plan of things to do today. I didn't think I was going to record. With everything dropping on Dokkan the past day, I kind of recorded a bunch. So I was more or less like trying to take a break today and just relax and play some games. But that kind of changes everything that we saw that. So that's pretty awesome. And when I was watching it, it was, I mean, zooming. Like, this dude was moving fast in circles. It took out 2 terror birds, I think, prior to me even taming it, which is insane. So that just shows you how powerful this creature actually can be. And with its 3,000 health, that's insane to begin with. So it could compete with, honestly, probably this RG if it wanted to. It's on terms of close to health with that RG. Not the Thyla, my guys I carry on because they all have a ton of health. But I could literally just let this guy drop a bunch of sea bubbles and then just go caving myself without scuba. Underwater caving entirely. We could take that route to the Wyvern Trench without scuba gear now, with this guy dropping all these sea bubbles. Yeah, we're not going to make it back to base. My plan was to trank it and then go, but once I tranked it, I saw the Lutricampus, and I knew I had to go get it. But, alright, so what we'll do then, actually, is we'll go exploring up the side of the mountain. I was planning on doing that in this next episode anyway, but I wasn't planning on doing that today. Like I said, that was pretty much going to be on the next episode tomorrow. So it kind of changes a lot, honestly. It makes it a little more... it makes it a little more of a different video than what I had planned. I wasn't planning on doing this. So let's just float our way back. Let's see if we can find any gigas or anything, because with how close we are getting to the official release of this game map, it's like just over 2 weeks at this point, or actually 2 weeks as of today, I think, which is kind of nice. So let's actually farm some metal while we're up here. We might as well do a little stoppy stop. Do we have anything aggressive up here? Scorpion. My audio, I think, is kind of down, too. I think I turned audio down a little bit. I have to check. Oh, we got 2 scorpions over there. But let's use our 500% pickaxe. And yeah, 569% pick. And farm some of this stuff. We could use the metal. Oh, perfect. Scorpion coming after us. I don't know if the Lutricampus can attack off my shoulder. I think it has to be on the ground to attack. So I'm not going to just attack at all with it. But let's go near this guy and... Oh! Another one. Let's wipe these guys out really quickly. Let's get the chitin from them. Oh, I forgot. I have to actually press X to swap now. Oh, wow, that's a lot of chitin. Holy. Yeah, let's farm this metal. We're getting a ton of metal with this pick. I mean, it is 569%, so it does make a lot of sense as to why I'm getting so much. But I didn't think it was that insane. We also did, like I said, equip that other shotgun I have on me now. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. And they also maintain the same capabilities as a normal otter, so they can carry artifacts, they can do things like that. So that kind of really changes the game for us. So honestly, when we go caving, we could probably take 2 of each artifact to prepare for later on stages of the fight, 2 or 3 types of the artifact. But one of you was asking me the other day, or pointed out that I'm not using... Whoops. Not using the RG to carry my metal back. Let me show you why here in 1 second, once I'm done fighting this guy off by smacking my head against it. So the reason I'm not using the RG at all to carry the metal, this weighs 175 pounds in my pocket. It weighs 250 pounds in the RG's pocket. It weighs 75 less pounds, or weight, in my pocket versus the RG's pocket. So it makes much more sense for me to carry it on my person versus making the RG do it and make me having less carry weight, if that makes sense. So I'd much rather keep it on my person and do it that way, where yes, it struggles because I'm not heavy, or I'm heavy and I'm not able to move as much, but it makes me able to carry more because of the fact that... No, Scorpion. Come on, Mr. RG. Don't you land too far for me. I'm trying. Yeah, come here, hang on. I'm heavy. Alright, there we go. Oh, we got a level. Let's actually put that into weight, so it'll really help us out. But yeah, that's why we carry this on us, because it's 87.5 in our pocket, 125 in his pocket. So it makes more sense for us to carry the weight than the RG to carry it. Even though it looks so dumb to do it that way, it looks like I don't know what I'm doing, but it's not beneficial in any way, shape, or form for me to load. Like, total right now, the RG weighs 754 pounds. Let me put everything into him that he should be carrying. He weighs 1,003. So it's almost a 300-pound... I just shotgunned the rock. Wow. Okay. It's a almost 300-pound difference for me to carry it versus having the RG carry it, which is a drastic difference when it comes to flight weight and being able to move. Oh, there is a red drop right here. Hello, where are you coming down? Are you not down yet? You're not. You're right there in the sky still. You're coming down relatively close. We'll stop and grab that on the way. But yeah, that's the reasoning behind me carrying stuff on me and not putting it in the RG, is because it's a lot lighter in my inventory than it would be in the RG's. I think that goes for absolutely everything in terms of natural resources. I think even like wood and everything would be lighter in my inventory than it would be in like a doehead. Or, I'm sorry, not a doehead, like the beaver. I can't remember what the beaver's called. But like, I can put that in him now, so we can collect this crystal. And I can use him as kind of like a mule donkey, or whatever you want to call it, a weight donkey, weight carrier, whatever. Farm all these up with my super pickaxe. I don't need this kind of crystal. I don't need this much. Yeah, it's 175 in my inventory, 250 in his. Yeah, it makes almost 0 sense for me to store anything inside. Shut up. Oh, alpha boosted. Why are you alpha boosted? Oh, it's an alpha raptor over there. Or, astral raptor. Guess where we're going. Oh, hang on a second. I gotta restore everything back in you, so I can move. Apparently, also, I forgot to mention this, they added, Garuga updated the Anomalocaris mod. Now it's a freemium mod, so we could play with it. Anybody that doesn't actually own the mod could play with it, so that's cool. But also, he added in an alpha variant of the Anomalocaris, so you can, in fact, run into one of those in the wild. It takes the place of an alpha megalodon. I don't know if it takes the place of a astral variation or just a normal one. I just accidentally attacked the beehive. I can't see in front of me at all. But yeah, it takes the place of a alpha megalodon, which kind of really cool, actually. Yep, I accidentally attacked that. That's perfect. Not what I meant to do. Let me just chomp this thing up really quickly. Hey, there it is. We just got another jug bug thing. Right there, a water jug bug. That's weird. But where did that astral go? I'm not going to chase it down if it ran down the hill. I don't care that much for it to chase it. But if it's up here by us, I'll definitely get it. Oh, no, it's way down there. No, that's not worth me going after. We'll take this sauropod vertebrae, and we'll drop you right here, pick you up. But yeah, that is the sea goddess right there. That is what the Deinosuchus is. But they also, like I said, dropped my English is absolutely trash this morning, guys. I apologize. They dropped the alpha variation of the Anomalocaris. Apparently, it is ridiculously tough of a fight, so we're actually going to take the time to try to go find one. That's a terrible drop. We're not going to waste our time dropping on that. We're just going to go back to base. I like that I can see what's in the drop, so I don't waste my time going there. But we're actually going to try to go find an alpha megalodon in the ocean. And it has a 25% chance to spawn. Let me double check. If you guys are ever wondering why my audio goes away sometimes, it's because I'm clicking off the screen. And it makes it turn off the audio. I have it set for that reason, specifically in case I'm streaming or something. It doesn't stay on. Where is it? This mod is freemium now. I just saw it the other day. Apparently there's shrimp cocktails that they can make now in an alpha anomalo. I may have to look on Garuga's actual mod page to see what I can find. Let's see. 2.5% chance to replace any normal spawning anomalo. It has a 2.5% chance, which is really, really low. So if we happen to find one, it is great. But you can access the inventory and make shrimp cocktails, which once we get back to base, we got to look into that actually. Because I knew about the shrimp cocktails, I just didn't know much about them, if that makes sense. So once we're here, which we're just about to pull in, let me switch back over to the recording software so I make sure I don't lose anything. Here we are. Let me pull in here and stop. Let me transfer things that are going to be heavy off me. Stone. We'll drop one thing of metal for now. Whoa, almost just threw myself off the edge. Yeah, I kind of organized in here a little bit. I also, if you guys notice behind me, I have a giant forge now. I upgraded a little bit and got that forge. We also did some work off screen with like that. That's really all we did. Went out, I did a little metal run around the base, like up the hill a bit. Not too far. But it was just a bunch of stuff I thought I'd grab. Am I heavy? Yeah, I'm kind of heavy, but I can still move. Okay, so let's store the chitin away, the crystal away, the stone away, because you never know if you'll need stone. We'll store the meat in here. And I guess we'll put this metal in here and let that start smelting. Because we'll need the metal at some point in time going forward. Because like we're going to have to be taking on those OSDs when they come out. We're definitely doing the OSDs, there's no question. But I don't need you right now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this these scubas, this reusable tank, and these scuba leggings. And we're going to go in the ocean and see if we can find a Anomalocaris. Because we have to fight Anomalocaris to tame them, remember? You have to beat one to be able to tame one. We're going to take our high-level Deinosuchus and go out there and do that. So let's equip our scuba. Come on. Scuba tank. Scuba leggings. Scuba. Yep, put my torch on because that's what I wanted to do. And scuba mask. And I think we're good to go. Do we still have our guy? Yes, we do. We have our Anomalocaris, or not our Anomalocaris, our Lutricampus on our back. And we're going into the water. Alright, so let's see. So what we need to find is we need to find a normal Anomalocaris, defeat one, get the, there's like a pheromone or something you have to get with it to be able to tame one. So we need to find a normal Anomalocaris to begin with. So let's start our search there. I know it's kind of nighttime, so it makes it really hard to see. And I'm hoping, actually, let me see what my, what does my, oh, my insulation's fantastic with this guy around my neck. That is nice, even with us being underwater. Are you an Anomalocaris? You're not. Are you? You're not. I need to start taking these things out. If we see an Alpha Megalodon, we know that's an Anomalocaris, because Alpha Megalodons do not spawn on this map. They're astral variants. I don't know if the astral variant will replace the Alpha Anomalo, or if it'll have to be an astral one. I don't think it does. I think it's just going to be the Alpha variation. So if we see an Alpha, we know it's an Anomalocaris, especially on this map. So that's kind of really what we're looking for as well. I would love to have tamed a seahorse like we saw in the last part, but it's one of those where we got what we wanted. The seahorses are cool. I just don't think I'll use one much. I mean, Archelon. Apparently, Santi said there's a very deep underwater cave down here where the black pearls are. I don't know where they were talking about. I hate how dark it is. I can't see anything. But apparently there are black pearls somewhere in the sea. We need to start heading towards the open ocean, I think, more. So let's actually head that way. That's probably where we'll find some Anomalocaris. I normally can't stand being under the water. Like, this generally would tweak me out. Like, that and snakes. As you guys know, snakes are not my fan. Not my friend. Bro, these things are so dumb. Is my guy alright on my shoulder? Seems to be. You don't get to attack me, then just run away. I don't think that's how that works there, buddy. But alright, let's just keep floating on this way. Let's recharge our stam a little bit. I don't want to go too high in the water, but I also don't want to go too low that we aggro like a Moza or something if there is in fact one. Granted, we probably could take one with this guy. I just would rather not find out the hard way and lose this guy and the Lutricampus, because we just got the Lutricampus. If you guys have any cool names for the Lutricampus, leave it in the comment section, and I may actually name this guy after one of the nicknames. That's a Manta Ray. See, the Anomalocaris is a fantastic mod. I mean, anything Garuga makes is generally really great. Like, there's not much ever that I can think of that Garuga has made that has not made a, for lack of better terms, amazing splash on the game. Like the Ceratosaurus, any of the dinos that are being added to Ark's main game are fantastic. I'm just glad that the Anomalocaris is a freemium mod now. So the servers that I do play on could theoretically add it. Alright, so that is our, not my first, I've seen Astral Megalodons off screen, but that is our first Astral Megalodon. I don't know if that's going to be an Anomalocaris or a Megalodon. That's a lot of health for a level 25, so let's find out. I'm not afraid fighting it. Nope, that is in fact an Astral Megalodon. I'm going to try to fight off these jellyfish really quickly so they don't shock me. They're, oh wow, they are boosted. Oh, they got stacked bleeding. Oh, so he does attack off my back. That is cool, so he can. If they come close, he can in fact attack them. So that is cool. Hold on. So the Lutricampus isn't only a beast on your shoulder, he's a beast in battle, which we knew that. Like, we really knew that, but I didn't know he could actually hit and stack the bleeding while on my shoulder, is what I was getting at. Like, that's cool that he can. Yeah, he's making it bleed. That is nuts. Alright, so that is our first on-screen Astral Megalodon taken down. So we got the Megalodon fin, which is cool. We're probably going to do that for later. Take those. 25k health, I feel confident with that. So we're just going to pump melee at this point so we can hit harder. What are you? Ichthy, yeah, we'll just wipe you out really quickly. And mind you, this isn't even mate boosted. Mate boosted will be seeing a higher damage output. That's what we'll be taking in a dual pair of these into one of the caves. The sea caves, really, just to see what they can do. But that's insane. We kind of shredded through that Astral Megalodon. Ichthyosaur. Yeah, we really want to like try to destroy any ichthyes we can. Because ichthyes share the same spawns as the Anomalocaris. Because Anomalocaris, I think they do at least, because Anomalocaris spawn in as an ichthy. So I'm assuming they share spawns. Like I said, we saw that one the other day that was a 150. I think we did that on screen. I know I saw one at one point that was a 150, but it was in like a dangerous area. I think it was on screen. But we couldn't really do anything about it because we didn't have one KO'd yet. But we may have to take that one out and just hope that another 150 spawns. Like that may be the situation we have to go with. As much as I hate to do that, that may be what has to happen. All right, let's see. Let me see if I can see one off in the distance. There's a Carbonemus. There's another Ichthy. Because you need to take out the Ichthyes to get these guys to spawn. I hate to do that, because Ichthyes are generally gentle. They don't do much. They're probably one of the better swimmers for starting game tames for players anyway. Alright, let's see. I'm not going to cut this one. This one's just going to be us looking around and exploring because it gives me a time to chat with you guys a little bit. So yeah, I've been playing... Ooh, oh. I wouldn't mind getting us the Factinus as well. Oh, no, don't you bite me. Did I just one-shot that thing? Oh, yeah, I did. And I wiped out 2 Ichthyes. Perfect. 2 for the price of 1. Just what I wanted to do. But I've been playing a lot of Dokkan on the side, again, now that the 10th anniversary started. But there's been so much going on right now. We got Dokkan dropping their 10th anniversary on the other channel I'm covering. We got Call of Duty dropping their most recent Season 2 just started yesterday. So I got to play that a little bit with the boys. We got the new Zombies map to play, which I play that always with the guys, so that's something we're definitely going to play. I don't play that on screen, because that's not a game that I want to really associate myself with as a creator, because Call of Duty is one of those games. But we've been playing a lot of different games. I have, at least off to the side, so it's been fun. Everything's been fun. Everything's been busy. Your boy may have finally gotten a job again. He's been... pretty much struggling to try to find a place of work down here. So that's why I've been focusing a lot more of my time into recording, which is awesome that I've been able to do that. But it also kind of sucks because not having a job makes me feel kind of like useless, if that makes sense. That's high levels of Factinus. I could knock that. Really, I could. Do we have any prime? We do not. Do they take prime fish too, or no? They don't. Mutton or kibble, and I don't have any kibble on me. That's an alpha leech. We are gonna go fight that because why not? That is free levels for us. We're gonna fight both of them, I guess. Can an alpha be alpha boosted? Find out in a second. It's not alpha boosted from the other one, but luckily we can make this big boy bleed, which is good. So we can drain his health. Like, we're draining it so fast. We want the levels that we get from these guys. Oh yeah, it's draining quick. It's game here shortly. Get back here. Don't you run. Don't you run for me. Stop doing that. You can't run for me then try to fight back. That's not how that works, buddy. Get back here. Got it. Nice. Let's see, how many levels did we get from that? 2. Oh, we got a Seeker Chibi. A nice lead blueprint. Alpha lead that. This pistol blueprint is terrible. The hide's pretty good. I do want to keep the raw prime. We're just going to keep leveling you up anyway for melee. Let's take a look at this guy. Oh, he's got 7. Oh, and he's got okay, got biotoxin. Cool. So he does have some prime fish in him. We'll actually up your health a little bit. Try to get you closer to 5k, so you don't die if you do happen to fall off my shoulder. Or if I happen to die, I don't want this guy to die really quickly. Where was that other one? thought it was this direction. It might not have been. I might have lost it, which is fine. We took out one of the two. Nope, found it. Yeah, so we want to kind of go more towards this open ocean over here. This is where we're going to have a higher chance of finding an Anomalocaris. And if you're looking for oil, there's oil nodes. Alpha lead and a Meg. Let me just chomp this guy quick. Let me wait for my Gigabyte to recharge. I really don't need to, because we can beat this guy without the Gigabyte. Let's level up our health again. Yeah, we'll start it without the Gigabyte. Why not? Because we got time. He's going to stay near us. He's not going to run. Now we got a Megalodon latched onto us. That was the only problem. I pretty much hopefully almost killed that Megalodon in one bite. No, I didn't. I didn't even hit him. But we're doing fine. Like, oh, we are completely shredding through that 67,000 health. Not even close, dude. What is going on, man? Does this... Is this stacking the broken bones plus the Lutricampus's bleed? If that's the case, that's insane. Which I think is what it's doing, actually. Wow, okay, that's nice. We got 2 more chibis. I really don't need that many chibis, honestly. Where did that... Oh, there it is. I was about to say, did I not take the blubber over? Because we want that blubber just in case. We'll take this, take the hide. We don't need that many Megalodon teeth, so we'll drop the rest. Throw the prime fish meat back inside you. Alright, so that's 2 alphas down. 3 total, technically, if you count the Astrals. That's really good. What are you? You're an Ichthys. Wipe you out in one bite. Let's look and see if we can find... like I said, we really need to find the Anomalocaris. So to do that, we have to take out every Ichthys we see. And try to force an Ichthys... or Anomalocaris to spawn in place of an Ichthyosaur. We're going to charge our Gigabyte and then just chomp into everything. Completely shred through it all. All these mantas too. I don't know where the mantas just came from. Not a clue in the world. Probably from this Bassie. Is that another one? That's a normal one. Okay, let's see. Is there another alpha leech? Are there that many in this open water? I don't think there is. Hold on a minute. Nope, these are both different leeches. But let me actually show you guys something really quickly. If you're playing with the No Untamables mod, if you can get right there. You see inside its mouth? For a sec, right there. This one has a baby in it. It has an egg in its mouth. You can see it. That is how you get the leech. You would want to now trank this guy out. Here, I'll show you, actually. I'll just legitimately do it. I'll legitimately just eat the bullet on this one. Let this guy tank it, because you want to trank this guy out with arrows. It takes a lot. I might not even have enough arrows on me, honestly. Nah, we're not going to waste our time on it right this second. We need to come a little more prepared. So what we're going to do then is just this. Gigabyte it. And chomp. I don't know if by taking it out, if you can do it. It says knocking it out, but I'm not sure if that's the only way to get it. Yeah, that's the only way to get it. But if you look, right there is the egg. Generally, if you knock it out, you can take that from its inventory. But because we killed it, we can't. That is how you get one of those eggs. Yeah, see right there, it just stayed. Did it appear in the bag possibly this time? No, it didn't. Okay, but that is how you would do that. I don't have enough arrows on me. I have 57. So it would have been a total waste for me to trank all that up and then just be like, oh, I can't get it. So, but that is how you tame one of those. But I've always not liked deep water. Deep water's always been something... it's a max level mag. If I had the need for you, I would tame you. I missed entirely with that. I'm just going to ignore that like I didn't just do that. We're just going to keep going. I just flailed with the strongest attack in all of existence, and I missed. That's like using sheer cold in Pokemon and missing. It is the worst feeling in the world. Or using Swift in Pokemon and somehow missing. An attack that is guaranteed to hit, and somehow you miss. That's me. I'd somehow mess that up. What are you? Turtle... Guardia... But yeah, we need to pretty much look for an Alpha Meg... Apparently the Anomalocaris Alpha can drop like really high loot, is what it states in the mod description. I don't know how accurate that is. Because again, I've barely found a normal Anomalocaris. I want to tame one because they're cool, but I have yet to even see other than that one we saw the other day. Alright, let's see. We're getting more towards the... No, we're not. We're going towards the shallows. Where am I going? We need to go this way. As you can see, I am absolutely atrocious with directions. Do not ask me for directions. We need to be going towards the open ocean, and I'm going towards the shoreline, because that's somehow how I work, right? It's why Gene and the boys never let me be the direction guy, unless if we're using a GPS. If these guys come near me, we'll take them out. Yep. Something else will eat that body. I don't need to worry about it. I don't... Like, the ocean... To me, the ocean's always been terrifying. I cannot... It is the worst place to be on the arcs. And in real life. I don't like open water. Never have been a fan. Because you can't see what's below you. Is my big... is my thing. Is I can never see what's underneath me. Even if the water's clear, I feel like I'm not seeing what's underneath me. In this case, I have probably the strongest thing in the ocean I'm riding on right now, so I feel a little more comfortable. And the saddle is insanely strong, so I think we could take pretty much whatever comes our way. But I don't like the idea of knowing what's not below me, and I've had enough jump scares with Tesuthius coming out of the water and just like coming up from underneath me and grabbing me. So not a big fan of them, of a Tuso doing that. So, yeah, that kind of really stuck with me a bit. And running around in the open ocean and slapping into an Alpha Moza is not fun either, or an Alpha Tuso. Not ideal. So that's why you'll never really see me in the deep ocean if we don't need to anymore. I don't see anything, though. For being... as massive an ocean as this map has, there isn't... There's another leech. I know they're called leads. I say leeches. There isn't much here for as massive... Like, I mean, granted, we've still got the whole other side of the map down by Corinthos to go through and see if we see anything. They could be spawning over there, for all I know. Like, right here is a really cool spot in the ocean that I didn't actually get to show you guys the other day. Those, as you see there, are air pockets. You could theoretically live in the ocean if you wanted to. So once we get the ability to use a teleporter, we're actually going to put a teleporter in down here. So we can just teleport to this section of the map really quickly, especially since we're way up north. And also, there's even more water up north we haven't even explored through yet. So there's a lot that we can still... search through and try to find Anomalocaris. I don't think they're going to be deep, so we're probably going to stick with the higher part of the water right now and not progress lower if we don't have to. Mainly because I don't want to go down there. Like, yeah, look how dangerous this guy looks. Dum, 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 dum. Like, he's a chunky boy, or chunky girl, technically. But I don't want to go down that way. I don't see anything. I see a Bassie right there. But yeah, that right here, you can build the base in. There's a couple of different spots down here you can build bases in. There's a wall that you can go into down here as well. I'll probably explore there at some point, but not right this second. But yeah, I mean, I'm so glad we finally got a Lutricampus. Now I just need to find a partner for it because I don't want to lose this one. There's Rex barking because he must have heard something. There's probably people walking around. But all of those that you see like that there, this here, you can actually go into and kind of live in. I know I just said that, but it's so cool that... Rags, it's okay, baby boy. It's so cool that you can actually like go inside those and full on build a base. Like if this was on a server and you knew where these were, you could put walls up on the inside, like metal walls or whatever, like box it in, and then other players couldn't get to you because it's not like you could bring a T-Rex down here. It's not like you could bring... I mean, you can use Moses and things, Deinosuchuses, but you could load the outside with turrets, and there's not really much of a way that anybody could get to you down here. The only thing that would suck is you can't really have windmill powered or anything like that, because you can't really run a windmill underwater. Granted, that's all a propeller is anyway. I mean, realistically, but the odds of you thoroughly getting that to work down here would be slim to none. And they're not huge. Like, they're not massive areas either. You could build in them. But actually, you know what? Let me see if I can just swim down to this one faster. We'll just go inside and take a quick look, instead of me just talking about it, since we're right here. Only problem, Deinosuchuses are very slow when going down. You have to pretty much push the stick down to force it. Can I go like this and just fall? There we go. Yep. Alright, I'm just going to let ourselves descend really quickly. Descending is with the right stick. Ascending is with the left stick. Or the A button, I'm sorry. But I'm worried about getting jumped by something. I don't know why he can't swim down any faster than this. I don't understand it. Maybe it's just the way the body can't handle. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not a creator of arc creatures, so I don't know the answer to that. But these are probably one of the cooler base locations. If we didn't full-on build that Greek base, this is where we probably would have ended up going. Honestly, once I figured out about it. All right, yep. Yeah, this is a fully enclosed, not enclosed, it's open, clearly. But it's an open base area. Like, you could explore around in here. You could have flyers, you could have whatever you want down here. There's all this open space, and it's quite spacious. Like, I'm going to show you the size comparison to my character. Like, it's huge. You got a ton of room you can do in here. But really good base spot if you are a PvPer or just looking for an underwater base. You've always wanted one. I have always wanted one, but I've never had the ambition to really build one because they're not easy to build. I've always wanted to build one out of those cool moon pools. Oh, right there. That is the wall that I'm telling you about. You can build a base in there too. I'm not going to cover that one in this part. So let's float back to the surface nice and slowly and go forward at the same time. And then we're going to look for an Anomalocaris for a few more minutes, and then we'll probably wrap the video up if I don't find one. If I happen to find one when I'm swimming back to base, I will clip that in at that point in time. But other than that, if I don't find one, we're pretty much just going to call it a wrap. Because we did get the Lutricampus, which is insane. And now we're back at the surface. I looked and it keeps dropping those sea bubbles. So if you have one on your shoulder, you'll constantly have sea bubbles. You could just let it farm the sea bubbles for you. Oh, we got to go get the Archelon and pull the Argy off its back. Or the Argy? The Algae. What did I say? The Argy. I don't know. I'm nuts, I guess. I don't even know. But yeah, it's like this deep open ocean out here that you can just continue to explore through. I don't know where the world border is on this point. Because like I said, there's still more being added to the map. I don't know where the border is. But I do know that there's a lot of space out here. There's still Avis Island I want to go take a look at with you guys. Because apparently there's a really strong Ovis on that island. Yep, right here's the world border. So we need to go back this way. Yeah, so I don't think there's anything out here yet because I don't think he's completed this portion of the map, so I don't think there's even spawners. Honestly, I really don't know. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a game developer. I don't know what signifies if an area has a spawner or not. Or even a mod developer. This would be up to Nakatis for answering this question. But I guess that's probably going to be it. Because we're having a terrible time finding an Anomalocaris, guys, and I'd rather not waste too much of your time just floating about in the water, because I already have quite a bit. So, yeah, I will probably bring you guys back if we happen to find an Anomalocaris at all, especially an alpha one. But if not, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back here for more Ark Survival Ascended next time, and hopefully it won't be as much of a surprise video that I have to make. So thank you guys. See you guys then.